time in this regard. Links between school and home have always been of high priority, and may I, on behalf of all the teachers, say how much we appreciate your continued support and guidance, not only in the formal structure of the Board of Management and Parent Teacher Association, but also in the individual and informal level of support which is forthcoming from every household. This rapport of mutual respect contributes greatly to making Donoughmore a focal point in the parish, and above all to making it a happy place for the children. School days are supposed to be the best days of our lives, and I can say with confidence that the quality of education provided in Donoughmore goes a long way towards making this a reality for the children entrusted to our care. As principal, I am in constant admiration of the care and concern shown by the teachers in the school for the well-being of every pupil. Their social development is monitored just as closely as their academic progress, and the individuality of every pupil is acknowledged. This interest in the total welfare of the pupils is coupled with an enthusiasm for hard work. Extracurricular activities are also enjoyed by the pupils, and with the provision of new sporting facilities, we look forward to even greater successes, and maybe the time is right for the down payment on the display cabinet of the trophies. Updating and broadening of the curriculum is welcomed by the teachers, who keep pace with up-to-the-minute teaching techniques by attending courses. The relevance of modern technology to the primary school is well recognised by us, and we are delighted at the recent acquisition of the 3 BBC Master computers, generously funded by parents and parishioners, which will enable us to include computer skills in an already full programme of studies. One cannot, however, at any stage sit back and relax. Progress is ongoing, and new ways and means of motivating pupils must continually be found. But there is at least a comfort and security in the knowledge that those who have graduated from us remember us with affection. Each year they return to visit us, happy to reminisce about their national school days, but equally happy to recount their successes at second, third, and even in the world of work, second and third level. It is always a joy for us to know that we've played even a small part in those successes. In conclusion, may I, on my own behalf and on behalf of all the teachers, thank you, the parents, and congratulate you on your new school. And children, I hope that you and many future generations will benefit from the education offered there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kathleen. Our chief celebrant today was Father Terry O'Connell, our new priest, less than 4 months ordained. We welcome him and his enthusiasm and energy, and his youthful presence amongst us, and especially with our youth. Father Terry wasn't here with us during the building of the school, but even when we have to build an extra classroom or a general purposes room, we'd be glad to initiate him and give him important experience. And a trophy case in the country. Maybe 2 trophy cases by then. The Parent Teacher Association has been active here for over 10 years and have been of great assistance to Father Kennedy, Father Brown and myself. They have achieved so much in a small community since first formed in 1979. And I always remember their age, it was the year that I came here as well. But we have here great parents. We admire them for the dedication to their children at home, for their pleasant and supportive association with the school, and for their organising to reach out to enlist the help of the broader community to help build this school. And they achieve all this with smiling faces and a good sense of humour. And no one better represents these qualities than our present chairman, Jim McNamara.
You know, children, I sang every word with you, and it was a lovely experience to be in such a small, intimate church where the Mass was so near one and in which one could get so very intimately involved. And the children greatly helped in that. To Father Brown, of course, whom we all know put in so much of the work in laying the ground literally for the fruition day today for this school. And I know that Father Brown is a jogger, and he jogged many a mile to get this school going. And could I wish you, Father Brown, in your next marathon, very good success. This takes 3 weeks, and all subscriptions are gratefully received by Father Brown. You're going to have a grand time, children, with Father O'Connell in this parish, a grand young man I'd call him a garsoon, coming from the Midlands, but he might be a bit upset. But no matter what, certainly, as Father Ryan said, the parish will gain by the youth and vigour of which this young man will bring to his duties. And to the parents, of course, it couldn't have come about either without the strong resilience, as I said, and the vigour of the parents, led by your chairman, Jim, in this parish, again, who put all their thoughts and effort into it. I don't have a great big long script. I never do when I go to primary schools, because I go to them all over this country, north and south and east and west, and I go to them because I want to meet the children, and I want to meet the management and the priests and the parents and the teachers, the principals and the dedicated teachers and staff of these schools. And they're the lifeblood, and the life will be for the future the lifeblood of Ireland. The primary schools, where it all begins, and where children learn the foundation of what it will be to be good citizens of their land, good women and men and patriots of their country. And so again, it has been a very real pleasure for me to come to the...
Tree is now being suspended.
And we managed this too. He hopes I like it, and it's absolutely beautiful. James Rivers, he's amazing here. Where is it? Ballyneety. Who's famous in Ballyneety? What famous historical person is in Ballyneety?
A gift has now been sent to the minister, a bull, which is made by Ryan Donkey, the parish, and those involved in the erection of the new school.